Hey, welcome back, everybody. Sign here again with another episode of Calculator Skies, and this chip, the circuit right there, it's annoying me. But it's just one, so not a horrible thing. And I have been working on my storage area, as you can probably tell, and I have moved it. Well, I am in the process of moving it right now, actually. Um, yeah, lots of compacting drawers now because there's a lot of things in storage that can be compressed. And then it's just drawers all the way around. If we come into here, we have our drawer controller here, dead center. We got trim coming in, small pore size. There's a ring of trim around the top here to make sure all the drawers are connected to each other. And we're transferring items in right now as we speak. Which, you know, it's going to take a while. There is a lot of stuff to move. But went ahead and moved my inventory panel over to here. And well, let's go ahead and do that. We've got access to a lot of stuff that's in drawers, which is good for now. I need to get some sort of, bulk miscellaneous storage set up as well, though, which haven't quite gotten around to doing, quite yet. Actually, I should probably put this in a compacting drawer. There we go. And then I can go through, and it was in here, yeah. And just drop this into this return area, and there we go. Now, the only thing I've noticed really that I'm not too fond of about this is this does not update on the fly. So if items are coming in, like say we're getting inferior medicines right now, this number is not going to update until I, exit and come back. If that's the biggest complaint I've got about the storage system, though, I think we're doing okay. I think we really are. All right, these things too, they don't stack inside of drawers, the energy modules. I've got one here, but yeah. So let's take a look at our old storage. And there's quite a few things that are empty. And there's quite a few things that still need to be moved out. But we are making progress. So that's the important part, right? We got 7,000 bat wings. That mob farm of mine down there, it just utterly destroys bats on, got a cow down here now too. I mean, yeah, it just destroys bats like crazy. If you need bat wings, yeah, I mean that works great, but I have no idea what I'm going to use them all for. All right, come here, you. Still haven't set up a way to auto harvest this, but I'm using so little of it right now that it's not really an issue. I do, however, want you to go into there. And how is this sitting on Netherware right now anyway? Probably pretty good. Yeah, over half stacks. Yeah, we're fine for now. And it's nice to have some sort of centralized inventory, though. It's just something I've been missing, which I think I've been talking. I think I brought it up like at least once in an episode. You know, Sort quartz dust is probably a good thing to have over in a drawer. There we go. Because eventually I'm going to need a lot of that stuff. Pulverized coal, why not? And we're going to be making lots of the different thermal dusts here after a while too, so might as well give them a home. Especially pyrotheum, because I'm using pyrotheum for this, so I need to keep a good amount of that on hand. Although it's barely used any pyrotheum too, which is awesome. No, that's probably not a bad idea. There we go. All right, let's see. Do we have any quest tournament? No, we don't. Okay. So advanced rocketry. What are we needing here? We need Apparently I can make the machine structure right now. Titanium, though, that's a bit... titanium essence, very good. Elite alloy smelter, here we go. Refined fuel, pixie dust, manulin, melodic, and a geode. Which needs night slime. Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to work towards that right now. Right now I need to get some stuff taken care of, like, resource production, right? We've got some going right now. But now that I've gotten storage finally taken care of, basically I need to consolidate myself. Spooky cave noises. And the one thing I did over here as well is I actually have a advanced big item filter, which, yeah, 36 slots. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But this is to move stuff into the storage system with from here. And I get Eyes of Ender, huh? Well, in that case. And there's really no rhyme or reason to sorting this thing out. I'm not going to be, trying to get that taken care of. And there you go. I mean, my storage system finds everything just fine now, so. All right, speaking of which, now, how far along are we here? Because there's a lot of drawers I could, cannibalize out of here. But I don't want to start ripping these things out quite yet. Although, you're safe. And you know what? I'm just going to delete that. I don't want to deal with it. And that's the drawer controller, so I can't tear that out yet. Can, however, get rid of this inventory reader that never quite did what I wanted it to. Here, give me this. And there we go. If I go into here and need a slave. I can't pull a slave from over there. Do I have any extra slaves? It's a horrible thing to be saying, actually, when I stop and think about it. Either be in here or in here. And it looks like the answer to that is a no. I don't have any. Like that can go. We can get rid of these. Something else I've been doing too is just going through and just getting rid of just junk I don't need. Let's see. Yeah, that. I mean, I could save it, but yeah, who cares? Like a heat collector might be useful in the future, might not be. I don't know. I'm not going to do anything with that. All right, so I do not have a drawer controller slave, huh? That's a shame. Because the one that I do have in here is up under right there. If we actually go up top and look, you can see it right here. And that is how I'm using that to gain access to everything. And just thought of something though. Because I have that thing going straight to a controller slave. Could cause some issues with miscellaneous items. In other words, trying to wire them up without having them actually up here. I think I may just end up having to do. I'll have to look into how the warehouses work from Ender.io. But in the meantime, what I could do is we'll get, we'll just do like this. And you should remember, yeah, you do. Okay, cool. And dry filters are awesome that way. And extract. I'm pretty certain I did not give you the opportunity to do that. Now, we had 33 Netherwort over here. Now, how many do we have? 34. Okay, so it did Paul want to move it. All right. So it will work in the long run. Cool. Let's see. You are my logistics 2. Oh, hey, look at that. You know what? If I want to try to get into the system, this is probably the easiest way of doing it right now. Right, so the warehouses from Ender.io, right? Those are the top tier inventory storage systems. They're not precisely cheap, right? So we need the previous tier, we need boxes, and we need these enhanced machine parts, which are made from enhanced machine chassis, right? And then, oh, no, not you. You also need enhanced machine parts and an enormous inventory system storage, which is a huge, plus an enhanced machine chassis, plus, yeah. And then there's that, and then that. And it goes all the way down to tiny. So I'm going to need a lot of remote awareness upgrades, a lot of silver or basic capacitors, and a lot of simple machine chassis, as well as just an obscene amount of chests here. Which I think we're okay on with the boxes. I mean, it's a thing. So here, for those. I need probably a place to put those shards to go to if I'm going to be processing the leaves like that. Or honestly, I could just process these leaves. Let get this stuff stocked up too. You and you. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're still moving items. Spruce, I'm not going to worry too much about right now. I've got a good, decent amount of saplings. Not quite a good amount, but, you know, enough. And that's all stuff that has homes already. Probably find a home for cactus, too. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea to go ahead and farm that stuff up. One thing, it's simple, so. And there you go. But I've used maybe, probably right around half of these. Actually, a little over half of the drawers. And, I mean, there's still plenty of room to grow here. All right, anything in here that... Probably not, actually. Yeah, nothing in there to store. I could put gears in there, but I don't really see much of a point, actually. Well, I got a bunch of that stuff to put away now. Hey, more Ender.io machine chassis, which I'm going to... If I go the warehouse route, I'm going to need a lot of those. If I go the crate route, though, from actually additions, we can upgrade these to a medium storage crate with 4 void crystal blocks. And then with 4 empowered ones, I can turn this into a large storage crate, which is the equivalent of 3 of these. So 3 times that storage. I think the warehouse would be better, but it's going to take a lot more resources to get it going. I mean, a lot more resources. So not exactly sure which would be the better option at this point. The warehouse would be, well, keeping within the same mod anyway. So here, let's just go ahead and favorite that. And okay, how about we try end deal. There we go. So I'm going to need That. And I need one of these. I'm missing Grains of Infinity because, of course, I am. I should have, I have some of that here. And charcoal. So, you guys can go in there. Where did I leave my... I had like 4 extra grains, and I can't remember where I shoved it now. That's a pain. And, yeah, I mean, some of the stuff's actually got a home now, so I should probably get it shunted on over too, but... Really? The hell did I put those Grains of Infinity at? In here, maybe? No. Weird. I needed 16 for the capacitors last episode, and I made 20. I have no idea. Magma Cream should have a home. Oop. Actually, no, wait. No, it doesn't. Alright, yeah, that's why. Because my magma blocks don't go into compact storage, so. Slime pearls, though. These need a home. Over there. I feel smart. I'd already put them in a drawer. So there's our end steel chassis, though. I forgot why I was making this thing. We can turn it into steel casings from Mekanism. Actually, that's a really tempting idea. If I can get steel casings, I can get into a metallurgic infuser. Enrichment chamber is actually not bad either. And yeah, this thing right here, right? So I need... so we've made that. We have that. Need some of these. Which, not terrible, really. And one of those. But that way I can get into the dynamic tanks. Also, we can run this thing through here with some enhanced dye blend, which needs grains of bestiality. So, how about these, right? Run through the sag mill. Hey, cool, we got 8. I was hoping for more, but, beggars can't be choosers, right? Unfired death urn. Makes your items on death but gets used up. Must be in your inventory to work. Oh, that's cool. It's a built-in gravestone. Awesome. We need quartz powder. We need organic black dye. Okay. We need one of these, and I need 4 of these. That'll get us 4 of those. That'll be U plus U equals that. And we'll just drop this stuff off in here for now. And now I can use this to make enhanced machines. Which I'm not too worried about right this second. This is the one that I want here, though. Like the inventory storage stuff. And then I can do these to that. So, not a huge issue there either. Let's see. We'll go iron. Ender pearl. We'll go ahead and make a stack of pulsating up because I have a feeling I'm going to need it. Go. One thing that I should probably do once this it's done. All right, cool. Well, in that case, what I should do is come down here, like, hey, I want this stuff. Thank you. And then can I have all that? Awesome. I should make this into a cursed earth mob farm, is the point I was getting ready to make. So, go ahead and do that. And you know what? Let's just... There we go. There. That way I could vein mine without just, you know, destroying the entire structure. And that's Jasper. Dirt would be right here. I should actually get dirt production up and running too. Now, the reason I decided to do this all of a sudden is I don't have as many ender pearls as I would like right now. So I could set up a farm in the end for it. I could grow, you know, the lilies, or I can upgrade my mob farm. I'm thinking upgrading the mob farm might be about the best bet. So do, I guess, like this. And there. That should work, right? And then we can just do like this now. Probably put a fan in the slot and that corner over there, just to make sure that things that come here don't just like stop here, right? It does happen occasionally. Usually, though, more mobs will spawn and push them in, so not a huge problem. There we go. Awesome. So now I just need to drop an evil. And I should have that right here. Oop, hello, cloud. Now if I go ahead and say, shut some lights off and turn this on. All right, that's just full of witch hats. I should probably upgrade this filter. Or maybe this one. You know, either or, just add another one. Just to make sure, right? Otherwise I'm going to end up with some really weird things in my storage system. If I wanted to, I could put speed upgrades in that spawner too. I don't really need... Well, let's go look at our blaze powder and blaze rod situation, right? 14,500 blaze rods, 1,300 blaze powder. Actually, go ahead and get some of this stuff processed up. Like, get more blaze powder going, because we're doing pretty good on blaze rods, honestly. Doing really good on blaze rods, actually. Probably automate demon metal, too. I need to be careful, though, because if I start running too many things through triple white, it's going to get clogged up just because of the sheer amount of items, you know, flowing into the storage system. All right, but I think the first thing I need to do is to go through. I need to make a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch. I need to make 36 grains of infinity. That way I can make the grains of infinity seeds. And I should probably look at making a photogenic insulator for those. I should have some, yeah, I have one machine frame left. So, Fido, you know what, here. Uh, okay, it's a tier 4 seed though, is the problem. So, a slight bit of an issue, right? Looks like we do need Fido grow. If I can get fluxed, we get 3 per operation and extra seeds. Which we can run the seeds through the seed reprocessor and get a little bit of extra infinity essence that way. All right, so if we look at the fluxed Fido grow, just rich Fido grow and an energetic infuser. Rich requires either rich slag or regular Fido grow and sap. Now sap, well, resin funnel and a sawmill with either dark oak or oak wood gives us 10 or 20 millibuckets of pop. That is, yeah. I wish there was a better way to get sap. I really do. That's bad. 20 millibuckets per log. Oh, man. I have a massive dark oak tree farm just to get that done. But should these things grow? Oh, man. I don't even know how many of these hopping bonsai pots I would need. Some huge, stupid amount, honestly. Oh, yep. Get this in, and we will do that. Because those all have homes in a drawer. And now diamond leaves. Okay, if I use a sickle on them, I can get... There's a chance. It's not 100% for both, but... And that's just, yeah, miscellaneous right now. All right. I need to get these things in as well. Great. Oh, good lord. Oh, you don't have any extract upgrades in you is why. All right. All right, much better. Extract speed upgrades, and then I swapped this filter here out for a big item filter, which holds 36 as well, but it doesn't have as many filtering options, but perfectly fine for what we got going on here. So we got a bunch of stuff getting trash canned. We've got hats galore up there, and it's a lot of items flowing in right now. I might, you know, I should actually. Let's go ahead and grab these. You can go away finally, I think. Grab that out. And I think what I'm going to do is you. Always active, max speed. That's keeping up a little bit better now. I need probably some slaves along the bottom edge here for things like this. Where I'm pulling out, you know, certain items for different purposes. Yeah, 59. Yeah, we're doing okay there. I am eventually going to need red nether brick, though, so I should probably do something about the nether wart. And gone. Okay, cool. I wonder. You're not spawning slimes by any chance down here, are you? Oh, are you? Oh, you're full-ish. I can fix that. By... What color are you up here? Can't tell. Triple lime. Okay. I'll just get another one of those ender tanks set up and start moving XP from there up to here into here. Yeah, I need to get you somewhere else, I think. Thank God we have wireless connections for stuff, though, because otherwise there'd just be conduits running everywhere around this space. Alright, so we're not going to get into advanced rocketry quite yet. Now, let's see. Kind of surprised the inventory panel's not a quest in here. Seeing as it looks to be easier to get into than applied energistics, right? I probably actually could have built this already, but I just really am not that fond of applied energistics, so... Oh, he slipped through. Something else I need to keep an eye on is the armors. Okay, that is all the gold stuff, though. So we should be okay now, I think. Yeah, it's definitely keeping up roughly with the amount of items coming through here, so... Yep, you're doing okay. Awesome. So... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one. But I spent quite a long time prepping for this episode. And I need to get this thing rendered so I can get it uploaded. But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one. Sign signing out. Have fun.